Oh my gosh, can somebody just give me a straight line of IV of coffee? I'm so tired. Oh, this has been a long week. So, went to work yesterday, or last night, then got home around 10, decompressed and talked with Kim, and jumped online to do some orders and put some cards online. And I looked up and it was 1:30. So I went to bed. Didn't actually go to sleep until, I don't know, 3 maybe. Didn't get to sleep at all. So yeah, didn't got up this morning. I probably prayed. I made breakfast. Hadn't had breakfast yet, but I did pray, make breakfast, and got ready for the day. So here we are, live. I did receive a card in the mail from Herman. Thank you, sir. I got your card. Morning, JP. Looking forward to hopefully seeing you this weekend. You're coming this weekend, right? In Longview. That'll be fun. Gonna pack. Let's see. We'll go over that real quick. Today is putting stuff. What up, Ken? Oh man, son has football. That's right. You did tell me that at the last show. You did tell me at the last show. So today is putting cards online. I probably have 50 cards that have to go online today, and then tonight is tonight is just cards all day. Today is cards online all day, and then tomorrow morning is cards online, and then pack tomorrow afternoon for the show. So we'll pack tomorrow afternoon. We'll do another inventory. Yeah, I'm down tonight. Wife has Pilates at 7, so if you want to talk around the 7 o'clock time, I'm good. Or any time except for 2 to 3 today, I'm good, Ken. You just let me know. And I'm actually going to show statistics today as well. I planned on doing that and going over that a little bit today. And then Friday afternoon, we're leaving. We're having dinner with Tom and Robin Friday night, and then the show is Saturday. So we're coming down to the wire with that. We are coming down to the wire with that. Lots of fun. I'm no 0 days, as you can see here. Oops, there we go. Pencil. There's been no 0 days whatsoever. I have put cards online every single day for, I guess, for 15 days straight. I've put cards online every single day. The eBay engine has been consistent with sales, which is what I thought would happen. Now, I'm going to have a half-day gap or a couple of days gap with Saturday, or 1 day gap with Saturday, and then Sunday I've got to usher at church for second service, but Sunday afternoon I need to put cards online. So I'm only going to have 1 day really of not running that eBay engine, and I expect within the next day or so the eBay engine to kick in hardcore. And the back half, what happens with me is I have a very slow ramp, a very slow first and second, third, fourth, fifth week. So the back half of my sales week are usually pretty good. And with me running the engine, it should pick up. It should pick up. So let's do a little news notes. Then we'll kind of do things a little opposite here. We'll do a little news notes, and then I'll talk business statistics a little bit. and then talk about kind of changing the show up a little bit, because I've been doing a lot of listening to a bunch of people, and I think I kind of want to change it up, but I'm not 100% sure how. So y'all, I don't know if y'all heard or not, there was 3 idiots that tried to rob a card shop for a third time. First time, second time, but third time you're an idiot. If you try to rob this ring, you're gonna get caught. You're an idiot, and they got caught. So, third-degree burglary, grand larceny, and criminal mischief. I hope they go to jail for a long time. It looks like they're trying to develop. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to develop a West Coast national. Global Collectibles Expo announced that March 10th through the 13th at Mandalay Bay, there's going to be a 300K square foot, 1,000 dealer card show in Las Vegas. Dude, if I ever needed a reason to go to Las Vegas, that's it. So I'm marking it down on my calendar to go to this Global Collectors Expo card show. 1,000 dealers, 300 square foot table, and if you can find found money and go buy cards, I am all in. So that's I may see if we can plan a group road show for the East Coast National. So I also saw where the Packers jerseys from the game on Monday night, jerseys by Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers and NFL are going off with NFL auctions for Hurricane Ida relief. You can also do Super Bowl 52 game balls, coins from the Cowboys-Bucks game, autographed memorabilia, Super Bowl season ticket package. When I looked last night, you could start bidding on items as low as $300. So I say as low as $300, but there were already items that were up to $10 to $15 to $20 to $100,000 already, and those were game experiences. So, the industry summit, there was an actual seminar that was called Store Security Protecting Your Assets by Las Vegas police officer Randy Kalaniski and shop owner Joe Davis of JJ Sports Superstore. I wonder if we could do something like that virtually. To help protect card shop owners. Why can't we do that on a Zoom? Why can't we do that for everyone, including people that can go? Interesting thought. Was an article, Ryan Cracknell, about a 77-78 Dale Murphy rookie card. Dude, stop giving away stop. You're stealing people's ideas and making it difficult. Stop. Bless his heart. 2022 Topps Inception information came out. Not going to show those cards, especially with Kenan. He's like, forget that. I don't want to see all that. So SGC is now running 17 days at $30 subs. So you can do that still right now. PSA is doing 35,000 cards per day. They're hoping to have open regular service in Q4. Industry leaders say in Q1 they'll shut back down again. It looks like they're doing they're doing about 35,000 cards per day. They're in 1 month they've done 254,000 basketball, 159,000 baseball, 84,000 football, and that's just in 30 days. Dude, that's insane. That's insane. If you don't think that we're in a modern graded junk era, then wait till all those hit the market. Wait till they catch up. Just wait till they catch up. See what happens. Card Ladder says that if you invested $125,000 in Brady cards 1 year ago, that you will take this hat off. Nobody can see my eyes. That you will have netted $1 million, which is a 700% increase. Who would have ever thought that it would have been that kind of increase? That's crazy. 2021 Topps Fire, yo. 120 cards, 2 autographs in a hobby box, 200 card set. Blasters have 46 cards. Who thought Topps Fire was coming back out? Not this dude. I didn't have a clue, man. And they have this insert set, 25 card set, rookie ignition, which is an on sticker autograph. 4 of those have sold so far. And there's a bunch of Topps Fire on eBay, but not a lot has been sold. I looked on Sport Lots, and there's only 1 card of each on Sport Lots. So I don't know whether people aren't buying this or they bought it and the secondary market doesn't like it or what. But Topps got their money, but there's not the flood of the singles on the secondary market yet. I'm a fan of Topps Fire, but that's not a good sign if I can't find secondary singles cheap on the secondary market, because that's no bueno, especially the rookie cards, because there's only like 2 or 3, maybe 4 rookie cards, 5 that I can count on the top of my head that I would want. And the rookie ignition, I can only find 1 that I would want. So, yeah. There was also an article about buying smart in 2021 football season. Let me see if I pulled that. I was exhausted this morning. Let me see if I can hold, please. If I can find it within the next minute, I'll flip it on the screen, because it was interesting. It was in Sports Collectors Daily or Sports Collections Daily. It was talking about football cards and just simple things to talk about or things to think about while doing, let's see, Upper Deck, Topps Fire, there it is. There it is. All right, so give me just a second. I'll share it. Yeah, I don't know what it is, Ken. Maybe the heat. Maybe we need that break from that heat finally. I know the heat has kind of sucked it from me. I don't know whether we need like a true fall, because we've had a couple of years of nothing but just blast furnace, and then our winter starts, which means it goes from 100 to 1 week of 80 to 50, and so there's no like real fall break in there to let you wind down. It's hard. And the same thing, we went from the ice to 80 to upper 90s. We only had a couple of days of triple digits, but like there's not been any spring, and there's not been any fall for 3 or 4 years. And there's not a time to like breathe or relax or just go outside and enjoy the weather and relax. So yeah, I don't know what the problem is. Share screen, window, share. Okay, here we go. So, don't overreact. Those who cover the league focus on Trevor Lawrence and Trey Lance, rookie quarterback sensations. Yeah, don't sleep on Joe Burrow. Don't sleep on Joe Burrow. Don't sleep on Sam Darnold either. Don't sleep on Sam Darnold. Let's see. Yeah, there's a shortage of money spent on RG3. Carson Wentz. Yeah. Andrew Luck. Yeah. Second level, not huge players, but watch out for the guys that have had proven success. I mean, the guys on here that we know, but I'm trying to just show this information for everybody. Aaron Rodgers in line to do MVP. Look at Russell Wilson as well. Don't forget about everybody's going after Mahomes. I mean, there's don't forget to look at Dak. Let's see. Cards at 10. Cheapest grading cost is around 30. So watch your grading prices. A lot of football card products released. Autographs. Don't forget about contenders. Defense. Wide receivers. Low serial number base cards. On-card autos are always better. Try to buy the cards you truly like. That's key. That's key. Try to buy the cards that you truly like. So, just an interesting article for the experienced guys. This is just what we've been. Even myself being a year in. This is stuff that I learned, but I kind of just wanted to point it out to those who are newer listening. And this is again on Sports Collectors Daily. Let's see. Yeah, the website's up there. If you can't see it, www.sportscollectorsdaily.com. Great source of information. I look at it probably either every day or every other day for news, and it's where I get most of the news that I'm sharing with you. So that's it's a very valuable source of information. At least, and you can set up alerts. Let me see if I can find it real quick. You can set up alerts right here with your email address. You can get alerts. I get alerts every single day, sometimes twice daily, and it'll allow you to keep up with the hobby. So, another interesting fact is, and if you haven't gotten Uncle Rich's email, then you don't know. If you have gotten it, then you're in the know. ComC will be at the next Dallas Card Show accepting submissions. Yo, there's a good way to avoid shipping. Now, I'm sure you have to pack it the same and all of that. I'm having lunch with Rich on Wednesday, so I'm going to ask him a little bit more about it to see if he can give me just a little bit more insider details or what he can tell me. And that's the end of October. So we'll have some time to gather stuff. What I plan on doing is going through whatever doesn't sell in the dollar box this weekend. I'm probably going to give to ComC to put into, next Wednesday. Ken, next Wednesday. Today is Cards Online. It's next Wednesday, the 22nd, that I'm going to have lunch with him. I knew today was going to be all card day. So thank you for, I keep thinking today's Thursday for some reason. That's how tired I am. But I'm going to have lunch with him, and on that day, then I should be able to have more information for y'all. And I might come online at night and do that and share some information because I don't want to wait until Friday. Let's see. All right, so this is everything that Ken wanted to know, is watching for. All right, JP, this is eBay stuff, so you might want to heads up as well. So pictures. One of my banes has been pictures, and Bo talked about this a little bit, and I know that everybody's been talking about eBay pictures. So what I did is I did set up a little TV tray in the living room, and I got the camera attached to the TV tray, and I'm taking cards and I'm just taking pictures there while I'm watching TV. Okay. On the iPhone. And I've got an iPhone, I guess it's in the other room. I got an iPhone 12, I think. I got the latest one. So I take pictures there, and then I'm able to download them from the iPhone onto the computer. And then from the computer, I can then upload them into Image Shack or keep them in the computer. And as I do eBay listings, then I can just pull that from the computer and do that at night, take pictures at night. And then in the morning, I don't have to do pictures all day. So that's a way of being faster in doing listings. I have this stack right here. Get rid of that. I have this stack of Allen and Ginter that needs to go online. Now, the plan is if I can get all this football online today, then all that football right there. If I can get all that football online today, then, and I should, it's not that difficult. I've got them piled with I'll give you an example. So here's these cards right here, okay? And all these are Donruss, clearly Donruss rated rookies, Henry Ruggs, Laviska Shenault, Chase Young, James Robinson, Cole Kmet, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Love. So I'm going to create one and then rinse, wash, and repeat for the next. Or I've already got other players created for clearly Donruss. So I'm just going to go to a clearly Donruss listing, and instead of recreating everything, I'm going to just do create something similar. And then it's just create something similar, create something similar, create something similar. All of these cards that I just showed you have a base card in there. So it's just rinse, wash, and repeat all day long. Same thing here. I've got, a Tatis. I've got a Frank Thomas. I've got Juan Soto. I mean, it's the same stuff over and over and over. The difficult one is going to be like, I don't have this. I've got a Montgomery 52 in there, but I don't have this red, white, and blue card. So this one's going to have to be created individually. So I'll set that last so I don't have to do it. So it will, if it takes the longest. James Morgan autograph, that's got to go last. But I do have Donruss basketball. So it's grouping like items together so that you can just go as quickly as possible. That's the plan. And I should be able to clear all this off today. And then tomorrow morning or tonight, I've already taken these photos. So when, like tonight, if you and I don't talk and if the wife is at Pilates, then I'm just going to start building the Excel spreadsheet. Well, I've already got the base of the Excel spreadsheet built. All I need to do is just delete a couple of rows or a couple of columns and then start putting them in. I've already got the pictures uploaded. So that shouldn't take more than an hour tops to do these online and then upload those. So I should be able to get 50, 60 cards online today. So that's how I got it. And then, rinse. A lot of it is rinse, wash, and repeat. It's when you come up with the cards that you don't have any base for, that you have to build. That's what slows you down. So, eBay's sales have been consistent, which is nice. I haven't got that uptick yet. We talked about that earlier. but I haven't had any 0 days, which is awesome because last month or consistently there's been 1 or 2 0 days. So no 0 days is the goal for this week or this month, besides the East Texas Card Show. So feedback on eBay is up to 735. The last time I shared it, it was 700. So slowly building that up. I can't wait till I get to 1,000. That's just one of those landmarks that I like. All right, so yeah, you can see this. Let me get this. I'm ready to start listing, shooting for 5 items a day. You know what, Ken? There you go. But be consistent. 5 items every single day. Consistence. Because once you start, it's like rolling a rock. Once you start the rock rolling, once you start rock and rolling, that was bad, but you know what I mean. You got to keep it going. How long have I been doing this? So I started in June, or I started back in the hobby July of last year, and then by I think August of last year, I got a hold of Mike Summer. By about 1st of August, I started following Mike Summer, and Mike Summer was buying and selling your way to a collection that you love. So Mike Summer's theory is to use your profits. So if you open up a box, you take the cards that you want, and then everything else you sell so that you can go buy another box, so that you're not constantly feeding your card, you're spending your card budget. Wow, I just realized you guys couldn't see me. So it's so you didn't have to spend your card budget. Yeah. I didn't really kick it into gear until I started podcasting, and that's in August. I think October is when I'd have to go back and look. I think I really didn't start feeding the beast until October of last year. And yeah, it was 2 months in. So October is when I really started listing on eBay. Statistic wise, I think it was more like November that I started paying attention. And then after Christmas, when I went full time, is when I really started watching statistics and trying to figure out how to make the eBay engine run more effectively. So I've been at this 9 months now, or 8 months now, and I'm just now starting to figure out how to make the engine go. And my goal is mainly to help y'all so that you don't have the learning curve that I have right now. So that's my goal, is to share information, and I'm downloading something on purpose. For people, yeah, I didn't either. All I was doing was I was saying, okay, well, I have this card. Okay, so I have this card. Go to the card that's similar to it and post it. If it's sold already, then if I make the listing the exact same way, then the exact same card would sell. So that's how I started. And then what I noticed was that it was not working, or it wasn't very effective. So I'm like, okay, why is it not very effective? And in the middle of that, eBay did it did one change to the engine. It did actually, I think it had 2 changes within the engine, and then recommended specifics came, and then I found, so I had to figure that out. And then in the middle of all that, in the absolute middle of all that, the I found SEO through a video, and that's when I started learning how to do SEO. And the SEO has driven these statistics that I'm about to show. So, all right, so these are a little skewed, but the dates August 16th, December the 15th. What I do is I generally go back and look at the previous time and go, okay, what was going on during this time period different from today, so that I could say, okay, is there grace, or is there just I need to pick this up? So impressions, which this is interesting because last night the impressions were up and the page views were up. If we go back, no, it won't let me go back. But impressions were up and page views were up. Quantity sold is up. Average click-through rate. Now, see, this is a statistic that has to do with the player listings. And this is me going, okay, I need to get better. I need to get better players. I am big on rookies. I love collecting rookies, so I lean more towards the rookie route. Well, what I need is more veterans. I need more veterans into my eBay store. So that is once I get past this round of cards, once I get these cards online and then get back from the East Texas Card Show, my focus is then adding veterans into the eBay store. All right. So, and then average sales conversion rate, it was at 4 yesterday and down to 3.9 today. I hover around 4. And I think with the SEO and with increasing the variable of players that I have in, so more different older players, and building up the store, that will increase the average conversion rate, which will increase the average click-through rate. So, and then this is something that's really interesting. I like this, and this is part of your, performance traffic. Okay, this is where I'm getting this statistic from. And because I'm on managed payments and because I have a monthly program, I'm able to understand these statistics. Well, impressions, it's the beginning of the day. I haven't done any card activity. So of course impressions are down. But if you look at the external site views. This is where I know the SEO is working, is because people are coming in through Google, through the external views and looking into the actual listings. And if you notice, it's really high. It's really, really high. So the SEO is working. It's really high. What's really interesting, though, is if you look at the total impressions, I think this has to do with how many cards you put online. The more cards you put online, then the more impressions you're going to get, and total page views. But look at the organic. The organic's down. External site views is way up 700%. That's crazy. That's awesome. And look at even the promoted. Even the promoted is up 700%. That is going, if you continue to run that, and if you continue to do that, SEO, search engine optimization. Search engine optimization. Man, if I'd have known you were looking to sell your commons, I would have, you and I could have talked. And it's SEO, search engine optimization. And that's what I now do a lot of, is looking at an eBay listing and saying, okay, how does this work? How do I go look at how to pull in people from outside through Google? Because eBay is one of the largest engines that you can have, or one of the largest search engines. The largest is Google. So if I can pull in more people, more eyes from Google, then the more eyes I will get onto the store itself. And that's where these total impressions, well, if I move the mouse, it goes away. That's where these organic and, or that's where the external site views and that's where the external site views become extremely important. And if you look, the organic is blue and promoted is green. And I'm doing a lot of promotions, but if you notice, overall traffic is up as well. And the impressions were down today. They weren't down yesterday, but this is real time. So it's 9 o'clock in the morning, 9:30 Central Time. I haven't done anything card wise. So of course there's not anything to drive that impression up. All right. Page views again down versus prior time period. I'd have to look and see what was going on. What I see is if I do a large listing, impressions go up. So if I list 50, 100, that's why consistency is the key. You want to keep everything consistent so that you stay on the consistent impressions. Quantity sold, up. That's good. Quantity sold, up. And then these are active listings versus sold listings. If you go to sold listings and you look at promoted listings, you can see, look, 54,000 impressions, 28,000 impressions, 43,000 impressions. So you can get an idea of what everybody is looking at. And then non-promoted listings, you can see where they're coming in, what they're looking for. They're looking for penny sleeves. They're looking for, apparently Joe Ryan was big. Zach Collins was big. Devontae Graham, Frank Thomas, you know. One of the things that I noticed is Frank Thomas, and we'll go to this other sheet, downloaded report. I'll let it download real quick. Morning. Hey, thank you very much, Dan. Thank you. That was fun. That was fun. What are impressions and what is click through? Okay, so impressions, I understand what impressions are, trying to explain it. Let me think about that for a second. And click through is every single time you see a link, you click on that link. So on eBay listings, when you go to, we'll go to just general eBay. We'll go here. So if we do a search here for, we'll just do 61. I was looking up these cards. So this is an impression. So you just got an impression. And then this is, to click on it is considered a click through. Okay. So if you go to, let's go here to Tom Brady, which is a high search. All right. Because we talked about it earlier. Search. All right. You see the sponsored right here. So if you promote something, these are promoted listings. Okay. So each one of these got an impression. So now if I'm interested in it and I click on it, I just gave them a click through. So that's where that's coming from of impressions and click through. All right. Oh, good. I get to ship a card. Woohoo! That's fun. So I got 2 cards to ship before I head to the post office today. What is this? This is not what I wanted at all. We want to download. There it is. Download activities. That's a new one. That's a new report. I got to go find that. I got to go research that report. I'm going to do that later this afternoon. All right. eBay listings traffic. This report I'm just starting to understand, because the terms and digging through this is a little more above what I'm learning it slowly. Everything is promoted, so, and I don't care about quantity. So here we go. This is the information that I gather from this. And this, if you're a data nerd, this is right up your alley. As values. So let's look at just total impressions. Okay, and let's go to largest to smallest. What this tells me is, what is everybody looking at in my store? Okay. Let me know if you can. Oh, you can't see it. Okay, share. Stop there. Let me see if I can share screen. Share screen. There. Okay. Can you see it now? Let's see. Yeah, you can see it now. Okay. It's very busy. It is very, very busy. But this third column, column one, column two, and then column three. Total impressions. Okay. What this tells me is, what is everybody looking at? What is the most popular item overall in my store? Okay. What this tells me is that everybody is looking at the top product, which is the factory sealed new Series 1 and Series 2 Topps baseball. Okay. Why? So my next question is, why isn't this being bought? Well, I know why it's being bought. It's bought because the price is high, but I'm into it too much for me to lower the price. So that's why this item is. The next one, this is a Texas Rangers rookie that's blowing it up right now. This isn't high because I've sold a couple. People aren't just buying this item yet. James Conner's hot right now. Panini Select Blaster. This is new. I don't understand why it hasn't sold yet, because it's priced right. But there's 43,000 impressions, and you can see, you can see the change here. All right, 77, 266. Trevor Lawrence. I know why my Trevor Lawrence hasn't sold. It's because it's a little high. It's high so that I can take it to the card show. If it doesn't, when I come back from the card show, my prices are probably going to more reflect eBay comps. Fields, Hobby Box, LeBron James, CD Lamb, Louis Robert, Eloy, Panini Absolute Blaster. So you're seeing where my impressions are. All right. The next one that really, really I like to look at is this promoted listings change, percent change. Oops, sorry. What this tells me is, what has changed? What is everybody looking at? Okay. And it is Frank Thomas. Everybody's looking at that Frank Thomas White Sox middle finger rookie card. They're looking at Griffin Canning. They're looking at semi-rigids. They're looking at Tristan McKenzie. Again, Garcia, Kyrie Kaiboom, Bryce Harper. This is where I know where the hot players are, at least for me. Miggy, Garoppolo. So this is where I'm seeing, okay, where's the hot players? I can tell that from the percentage of change. Okay. And if you want to sell these, you can adjust your prices accordingly. So this is very valuable, but the data can be very time consuming. If you can get all encompassed and all up in this 100%, and then look at the sales conversion rate. So honestly, I could literally stop promoting all of my items and not spend the money and not have to worry about it, because I'm getting most of my traffic through SEO. So if I'm getting most of my traffic through search engine optimization, then why would you pay for it. And Dan's got a great question. Do you then add more players to your store off of the hot players? So that's what I need to do is I need to go find more veterans and more hot players. So right now I'm just putting players on. I'm putting my collection on still. I'm putting cards that I've got coming to me on. I mean, hot players, I don't have hot players. I just put guys online and then let the engine run. What the negative side of that is if I have a Tom Brady, like I don't have any Tom Brady's because every single time I put a Tom Brady card on, it sells. But am I going to go find Tom Brady cards to put on the store when I've got 50, 60 cards to put online before I go to a card show? Now, I did buy probably 50 Texas Ranger prospect cards for the card show. Those are online. Now, do I probably need to go back and find lots of Tom Brady and lots of the hotter yes, that's October's goal, is to go make the engine or make the store more, for lack of a better phrase, more non-organic search friendly. And this is how you can tell. This is how you can tell this, Ken. This is the kicker here, is I can tell these particular statistics right here. Where is it? Here it is. Top 20 search slot impressions, negative. Rest of search slot impressions, negative. Non-search impressions, up. So what it's telling me is I need to find the top 20 search slot impressions. Who are they searching for? Who are people searching for? And you can do that through, where is it? Reports, research, Terapeak. And I'm not very familiar with Terapeak yet. So, but I've got so many cards still to put online that I don't have the opportunity yet to go digging for the hot players. So I'm still buried knee deep in probably 5,000 cards that I've got. No, 3, 6, 9, 9,000 more common players and common cards that I need to deal with and put somewhere. And probably those 9,000 cards are going on sport lots. I'm probably going to go through and build up the sport lots section. And I had said that I wasn't going to build the sport lots section, but what's interesting, and and again, part of listening is diversification. I've got all of these cards right here in the corner. Those 2 monster boxes are on sport lots. Well, if I've got 9,000 cards that are 18-cent cards, why don't I just throw them on sport lots? I was going to try to sell them in bulk. We'll put them on sport lots and see if I can't start that sport lots engine going, so that when I get common football players, or when I open up Allen and Ginter, I'm not trying to run that. So ComC, my dollar box. I don't know if I'm going to do another show for the rest of the year. So my thought was taking an hour to 2 hours and looking up the cards online for ComC and seeing if my dollar box goes on to ComC. So all of that can go to ComC at the Dallas Card Show. I'm not going to spend a lot of time at the Dallas Card Show, but if I can go on Thursday morning or Thursday afternoon or Friday morning and drop them off, dude, why not? Why not? I'm shooting for a November show. I don't know if the November East Texas card show is going to be in Texarkana. Is either in Texarkana or Louisiana, and I'm not doing that again. I'm not driving to Texarkana or Louisiana, so I'm not going to do that. I refuse to do that again. I'm not going to go where there's no market and there's no show promotion. So one of the things that I wanted to try to do today, if I get an hour, nope. Longview is September, which is tomorrow, and then October is East Texas, and then I don't think he's doing a November card show, if I remember right. Yeah, I'll ask him this weekend, but I think, but I'm not going back. I'm not doing that again. And I promised Kim that I wouldn't do a November show because of Thanksgiving. And with what just recently happened, I don't need to be running around doing a lot of card shows. I need to spend time with my mom. So over the holidays, I'm going to be spending a lot of time with my mom. So I'm not doing card shows in November and December. October's questionable. The October Dallas card show is my anniversary weekend. So the Dallas card show is, I was just talking about that, is at the end of October. And that is my anniversary weekend. So I got to be a little cautious about when I go to the Dallas card show and when I don't go to the Dallas card show. So, because we're going to go out of town, we're going to do something for our anniversary weekend. All right. So that's statistics. That's the eBay. That's a lot of what you were wanting me to go over, Ken. I hope that helped. If you want to know more when we talk this evening, let me know, and I can go over that as well. And we can go over how I've learned to do SEO and how I've learned to do engine. Thank you. And how I've learned how to do listings. We can talk about that tonight as well. Let's see. As far as unopened, I did sell a blaster last night, which I was was pleased about. Graded. I found some cards that need to be looked at for grading. Need to meet with. Let's see. That's a lot. I'll just list what happens. What happens is just on the side for me. Yeah. Well, if you can learn if you can learn just like basic SEO principles, then it comes like it just comes. But my brain works that way. That's the way my brain works. Your brain may not. We can talk about it because now I'm just like it just keywords and all of that. And when I look at a card, I can start saying, okay, do, and go. So do guys and gals ever come together like 3 to 5 people buy the cards and bring their boxes and one person rotates being the seller? Seems like a cheap way. So there are guys that do share booths. So there are guys that I know a couple of guys that split a booth and it's 2 guys and they have 1 6-foot table. It gets awfully cramped. What they do is they put 2 showcases out. And so they do a 6-foot or 10-foot. I can't remember. And then they put 2 showcases. One guy puts 1 card to one guy puts one in another, and they do that. So you can do that. The problem with the Dallas Card Show is it's $350 per table, and for a 6-foot table, it's a 3-day show. I don't know if I can handle a 3-day show. I don't know if my body will let me handle a 3-day show. I've gotten a little bit older. I've done a lot of trade shows over my time, and after a trade show, my body goes. So it usually takes me a week to recover. Well, I can't do that in the card world. You can't have a 5-day break of not putting cards online. And I'm getting older, so my body doesn't bounce like it used to. Um, yeah, it's 125 a day. 125 a day. It's high. It's very high. Consignment. I've got some cards from Mark that I need to build player lots from. I promised Mark that next week that was going to be a goal of mine to start building player lots. So, and that's going to be a lot of fun because Mark sent me a whole bunch of cards to build player lots for. That'll be a lot of fun. That'd be a lot of fun. Content creation. I am going to do a Friday show before we leave in the morning. And then Hobby Hotline is going to be Drew, Dr. Beckett, and Sam this weekend. So that's going to be an interesting watch. I'm going to be at the Dallas Card Show or at the Longview. I'm going to try to go live if the Wi-Fi will let me. If I can jump on the hotel internet before everybody else, I'll go live at the Dallas at the Longview Card Show, the East Texas Card Show, and do some walk around before and post pictures and all that entails. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. And then I wanted to say this last weekend, and the reason why I'm wearing this Rough Riders hat is one of my players that I've really come to enjoy. Let's see. I didn't catch the first half of the show. Has there been any important news in the eBay fall sellers update? Not really. Nothing that's huge. Nothing that was earth shattering. Nothing that made me go, man, I need to flip that. I need to pay attention to that. Nothing that really stood out. I went to the Frisco Rough Riders. Frisco is the AA ball team for the Texas Rangers. I have fallen in love with one of the prospects for the Texas Rangers, Josh Smith. I went there to try to get his autograph. I went there to kind of just hang out, watch a baseball game, enjoy some minor league baseball, and just hang out. And I happened to be sitting there. I took some great pictures of Josh and Sam Huff and all the prospect players and put them on Facebook. So if you want to see them, they're on my Facebook page. But then for something made me turn around. And when I turned around, Josh Smith's mom was sitting right behind me. Well, I know Josh Smith's mom because she was on one of Josh Smith's YouTube videos. I caught him and Claire. They do a YouTube show. They're absolutely silly. So I wanted to. I just follow them. They're just a hoot. So I started talking to Josh's mom. Dude, she's super cool. She is super cool. I told her about following her and Claire, and I recognized her from the YouTube show, and was very excited that Josh was playing for Texas, and he great player, all that entails. And I go, wanted Josh's autograph, just thought it would be cool. And she goes, "Oh, I'll get you an autograph." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool, thanks." So I had bought this hat. I don't have a camo hat. I don't have a Frisco Rough Riders hat. So I bought a Frisco Rough Riders hat, and then Josh was very kind to sign my hat. So I got to meet Josh's mom. I got to talk for her a little bit. I told her how impressed I was of her son, and it was genuine. It wasn't doing any type of suck up or anything like that. And I got to get an autograph of a player that I really like. So that was cool. That was really cool. That was Saturday night. I really enjoyed it. That's why I was wearing a hat. But I ended up like looking down more than I did looking at the actual screen. So that's what I got, y'all. That's what I got. I didn't want to be an hour online, but I didn't go online on Monday. Apologize about that. I was just absolutely exhausted on Monday. And again, still trying to straight line coffee because I'm exhausted sitting here talking. As you can tell, my thought is not consistent. So with my thought not being consistent and being tired, you can really tell when I go back and watch. I can tell when I'm tired. So I do go back and I watch every once in a while and kind of critique myself. And that'll be the number one thing that I say on this one is that I'm just tired. But I am getting coffee. I am doing second coffee. I got to go to the post office. Got to pray. I did pray this morning. I got to pray before I have breakfast. And all of you are in my prayers. If you have any prayer requests, let me know. I'll be more than happy to pray you up. JP, Rich, Herman, Bo, Mark, and I know there's one more. I just can't remember off the top of my head. I've got all y'all in my prayers. So if you have any prayer requests, let me know. I'll pray you up. If you've got anything you want to talk about, anything at all, if you're having a hard time, then let me know. I'm here for you. Support your local LCSs. Support your local card shows. If you're going to be in Longview this weekend, come by, shake a paw, and y'all have a fantastic day. And if I can quote the great Ken, don't be a dickhole. Have a great one. Bye.